Well then boys at O-Light have gone and done it again. They've wowed me with another torch. This is the O-Light M2R. Lots of features in this, really small, up to 1800 lumens, up to 50 days runtime in moonlight mode. Yeah, there's lots of features in this to love. So keep watching, I'll tell you about this torch and where you could possibly grab some bargains as well. Hi there guys, it's Steve and welcome to another video from Airgunology. On this channel we do a whole load of air rifles, pistols, hunting related and technology videos. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button down below on YouTube. And don't forget as well to check underneath your YouTube video description. You'll find links to all sorts of wonderful things in there, like our Facebook group, our forum where you can buy and sell, our wonderful cool merchandising, our 3D printing, and any offer codes as well that are relevant to the video. And talking about offer codes, we're talking about the new O-Light M2R torch here. And I do have an affiliate link with O-Light, and you can go and put in code Steve10 on any purchase of O-Light and you'll get 10% off. But that only applies to non-discounted items. So if there's a sale going on, just check the basket before you do it. But that offer code will work all year round. But anyway, let's crack on. The M2R, or to give it its proper name, the O-Light M2R Pro Warrior. Probably my new favourite torch, this one. I recently did a review on the Warrior Pro and I thought this is a great little torch. It's fairly chunky and heavy and it's a good torch for walking around, to have in your backpack. But you want something that's going to fit nicely in your pocket, then this torch I think is my new favourite. Let's start off with some basics with it first. So basically, this is what you would class as an everyday carry torch. New, they cost about £120, but they do have loads of offers on, and of course you can use code Steve10 as well. Nicely presented as typical in O-Light's packaging. Box in here, absolutely gorgeous box. You get in there all of your instructions, your charging cables, lanyards, and you also get a nice little holster as well that you can attach to your belt. The torch fits in there, really nice. Talking about charging, of course, being O-Light nowadays, they have their wonderful 2 amp charging system, magnetic, drop it on, lights red and green when it's ready, USB. I just love that. That is fantastic. No need for external chargers for the batteries. But what's some of the characteristics about this torch? Why do I like it so much? Well, it's small, it's compact. We're looking at about 180 grams here. Really, really handy. It just fits in your pocket, fits in your hand quite well. Lanyard or the belt clip, they give you a lanyard with it as well. But the big thing about this is this little bad boy can get out to 1800 lumens. Yeah, 1800 lumens in this little torch. The big brother, the Warrior Pro, that could do 2100 at 500 meter throw. Fairly chunky. The size of this one, this does 1800 out to 300 meters throw. A really good straight beam white light, absolutely beautiful. But it also has some nice little features. It has a side button as well, where you can actually turn this torch into a less bright torch, for example. So you can run it in moonlight mode, and you've got 5 levels all the way up to the 1800 lumens. And as always with the O-Lights as well, where they have multiple levels, is that once that battery starts to drain, it will step down the lumens itself to preserve battery power for you. But like I said, 6 modes on this. Let me just go through them for you. You got 1800 lumens, big full brightness, so bang, there you go, full brightness, 1800 lumens. It will run like that for about 4.5 minutes before the battery's drained on there. But you can knock it down. You can knock it down to the next level. So that level there, you can knock that down, and that's 750 lumens. That will run for about 160 meters at that, 160 minutes at that. So that's pretty good. But then you've got the side button on the side here. So if I press this side button, press it once, what you get is we get there what they call their moonlight. If I just cycle through it, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4 different extra levels on here. And basically those levels are going to preserve your battery power. So if you don't need that full, massive, great big 1800 lumens, you just want to find something in the boot of the car, you can use these smaller levels. here. So if I just press, and you can see those levels cycling. I'm just keeping it pressed at the moment, a little side button there. That will then take you from, give you a 250 lumens at 10 hours, a 60 lumens at 40 hours, a 15 lumens at 130 hours, and what they call a moonlight mode, which is 1 lumen, which is enough to look in the boot of your car. And believe it or not, it will run for 50 days. No, I have not got proof. No, I'm not going to test that. But yeah, how does it achieve all that? Quite nicely. O-Light now, I've moved pretty much most of their torches into the new type of 21700 type batteries. These are 500 milliamp batteries. So obviously bigger, more powerful, more storage capacity than your standard 18650s. And that's how it achieves it. And of course they couple it then with their magnetic charging cable that can charge up to 2 amps through their magnetic system. Really, really nice. Some other features about the whole torch as well. Of course, it's solid as typical of O-Light, absolutely solid aluminium. It's IPX8 waterproof. We've already talked about the weight on it. Very, very good. What they use, their TIR reflector LEDs. So unlike a lot of cheaper torches, because I get asked this a load of times, you know, why should I spend £100 or so on one of these O-Light torches? Well, quite simply, it's quality. It's down to the quality. Here is a cheapo torch that I got from Amazon for about 20 quid. It's got a bog standard LED in there, a couple of fancy modes on here, flashing strobes and all that lot. And I press them, this torch basically died within 3 weeks, absolutely died. I do have something that's a little bit more substantial. These were about £30 to £40. These have a zoom functionality. You can change the LEDs out to different colours, which is handy. Good quality, but the actual power out of these is only 300 to 400 lumens, and they will only go out to 200 meters tops like that. And the big difference is with the O-Lights is just the way that they control the beam, the quality of the LED light that they put on here. To give you 1800 lumens, that is a good quality LED. That takes a lot of the money for that. Then you've got the 21700 battery in there, and then the technology and the build quality. That's why O-Lights cost so much, but they are good and they do last. I've got a small collection of them. I love them. I think they're absolutely great. Especially if you can bag them during the offer seasons like Christmas, Easter's. They tend to do some systems on there. One mode that I've not shown you as well, a bit annoying this one, but basically if I triple click this side one, we then get a strobe. So that's good for if you're in trouble out on a mountain, you need some help, you need to attract someone's attention. It doesn't have an SOS mode, but that's good enough on there. And typically with most of the O-Lights nowadays, this doesn't zoom. So let's go through some pros and cons with it. Some of the pros. Feature packed, yes. Brilliant build quality. Really, really bright. You've got that full 1800 lumens if you want it, or if you don't need that 1800 lumens, you can side light it down to the moonlight mode and the different power levels for simple work for like around your car, checking out your rifles, out in the garden at night, checking out on the livestock or on the farm, something like that. So really, really nice on that. Long lasting 21700 battery in there. Good to see them using the new technology and the magnetic charging. I do like that. That just sells it for me. It's so nice, it's so easy. And it's flexible, good for an everyday use. So if you want that full brightness, you've got it. If you don't need it, you don't have to use it. And of course, then this lasts absolutely ages. So really good stuff about that. I do like it. I think it's my new everyday carry. However, there are some cons, of course. The cost. Yeah, they're expensive. We know I explained why they're expensive. Basically, you buy a torch like this, it will last you for years. You buy something like that off Amazon, it will last you 2 to 3 months, as this one did, and it's broken and it's crap. You buy something like this, you're in the middle ground, but you're not getting the sort of quality and the beam pattern with this and the distance and the power. You're not going to get it with that as well. So that's, that's the cost wise. It does get hot. If I switch this on after 30 seconds, the front end of that gets quite warm, and it's because of it's running at 1800 lumens. All torches they will get hot, so be aware of that, but it's good. You can put it in your pocket and warms your hands up late at night. It's got no SOS and it's got no zoom on it, but it does have the strobe mode. To be brutally honest, I don't need the zoom with this. The way that the TIR reflector lens works in this and the beam pattern, you don't need the zoom. Torches like these that are built much cheaper using standard LEDs, they need to zoom, so they can zoom that in. And you can tell with those because you can see the pattern of the LED being used. If you put it against the wall 100 meters away, you can see the pattern of the LED. And that you don't see that with these. You just get a good proper light with these. So that's why basically these generally don't have the zoom. And it can be a bit complex getting all of the different modes in here. You get used to it. It's a little bit fiddly, yeah, but you can sort of get around it. There you go, press and hold, hold, hold. But yeah, not a problem at all. You get used to that. But yeah, that's the O-Light, the M2R. I love this little torch. I think it's a great little torch, and this is the one that's going to sit in my pocket most of the time now when I'm out walking, I'm out shooting, and I've got it ready for me. So let me know. I know a lot of you guys really love your O-Lights as well. Like I said, down below there's the offer code Steve10. That only applies if the item's not already discounted, but you can use that all year round. Let me know what your favourite O-Light torches are. What other torches do you use? I'd really love to know, and we'll catch you on the next video.